Yesterday on the Outlook, I said on gold and silver, I'm just going to let it play out. So that just means I'm not taking any trades in the day. So that was today. And I'm going to tell you exactly why and the reason why I said that. So first of all, if we look on gold, you can see that what we did was we had a strong close below. We then did the retest. So we pushed back up to this last week's low zone. So we did a break and retest of last week's low zone, which is a very bearish thing to do. And it came all the way down and closed bearish. Also on the 4 hour, you can see we're creating bearish structure like that. It's very, very bearish. There's only sells looking at gold there. There's only sells. There's nothing here which is indicating buys. Yes, we might be tapping into this daily zone, but there's no way we can buy at this point. So that's on gold. And then over on silver here, this, if I just go back, this is where we were at on silver when I said that. So we had this zone here, which was the previous week's low zone. So the day before I said stay out of the market, the daily candle tapped into the previous weekly low zone, then pushed all the way up with that bullish body there, that strong bullish body. So that's a clear rejection on the daily that we had rejected the previous weekly low zone. So that is a very bullish. Also, once we take it over to the 4 hour, you can see that we created the ultimate low down there, so the low of low, and then it pushed up. It then created that bullish leg there, and then price pulled back into this weekly low zone, into there. We then created that low above that, but that doesn't mean buys. But what does mean that we're indicating bullish structure is the fact that price then broke above the highs there. So the 4 hour is also telling us that it's bullish. So for that reason, on the daily and the 4 hour, it's very bullish on silver. It just turned bullish. So silver was bullish, whereas gold was bearish. And silver and gold are perfectly correlated. They can only do one thing. So that means by you taking the gamble of predicting whether it's going to be bullish or whether it's going to be bearish, you are gambling at that point, because you have to have the same bias for both gold and silver. So if you were to come into the day saying, okay, I think we're going to be bullish on silver, where gold is very clearly, well, it was at the time before we had today, it was very clearly bearish, then you're saying that you think gold is going to reverse in price action as well on the 4 hourly. So that's not a gamble you can take. You have to wait until they're both aligned in their bullish structure, of which they both definitely are now, because we've had these moves. You see, we had some very strong bullish momentum today. So that's why you couldn't sell, and you wouldn't have been buying either. So that is a point to make. If the gold and silver, if the higher time frames are contradicting each other, then if you are taking a trade in that day, you are gambling, and it's not part of the strategy, because you're pretty much just picking whether you want it to be bearish or bullish, even though one of them is saying the opposite to that, and they're both perfectly correlated. So a point here, and why I said I'm staying out the market, I'm not taking any trades, is because gold at the point was bearish, silver was bullish. So there was no trades. So a note to make from that.